All right, welcome back. Um, I have been limping my light along here, and in light, I mean that light, which, isn't there anymore. I finally took it down because the ballast finally went in it, and I'm just tired of dealing with it. And I finally got a decent paycheck, so I'm gonna put one of these in. This is the same light that is above my screw machine. And then I want a retractable cord reel to be up there. So I'm basically making that box an outlet. And then I'm gonna plug this in to one side and plug this light into another. And the reason I want to do that is because, okay, that's where the outlet would go. Cord reel can go there, vice versa. Anyway, right below it, I want to put my grinders because I want to be able to work at my bench, turn around and do whatever grinding I need to do. Mainly wire wheel, maybe regular grinder. So I want both my grinders kind of spaced out here. Enough room to get in between them would be great, but they don't have power. And so I don't want to run a cord underneath or do anything like that. I'd rather just come out of that outlet right there and straight down. And then if I need to move them, just unplug them, get them out of the way. Now the screw machine bar tube sits here. There it is on the floor. So as long as it's underneath this level right here, it won't get in the way of me putting that bar on and running the machine. So not having that bar here is super nice because you don't have to duck under it. Nobody likes to do that. So this video, I will be wiring in a outlet. Disclaimer, I am not an electrician. Do not do what I do. I am a homeowner. So at your own risk, I'm not liable, yada, yada, yada. So as is with all electrical things, you have to take multiple trips to the store. And I realized I don't think I got the right stuff. I just got a regular box. So that ain't gonna work. I mean, it could work, but I'd rather just work with what I got. So, I don't know. Anyway, these are the stinking bolts that were holding that light in. And you think they could have found something a little smaller here. So now I got two big old holes in my ceiling I got to patch. So, thanks. Anyway, I might... Yeah, it's better to just not do that. Anyway, we're going to wire this plug into the ceiling. And then we can plug in our cord reel and our light into our plug. So I was looking at cord reels last night and I came across Lowe's version. You can buy like a 30-foot on Amazon, but it just looks cheapy, I guess. And this one's 50-foot, and it's got a nice three-pronged outlet on, so you get three outlets here and then your one plug-in. So and then I'm thinking if I have to vacuum out the truck or do anything like that, I can just unplug the two grinders and wheel it out, and it should reach darn near the end of my driveway, no problem. So that is also a feature of it. But figured if anybody else was interested, you could see what this thing entails. So this was about 80 bucks, 83 something. This is my own money, not sponsored, not that fancy. Alright, so, ooh, they come with lag bolts. Look at that. Okay. So it comes with a nice bracket, which we can lag up into the ceiling. And it looks like you could also unscrew it too if you need, so that's nice, which I might go ahead and do now. Alright, so I have been bit with the organizational bug. Call it a New Year's resolution, I guess. But I got stinking tired of looking 20 minutes for one tool that I need, so the resolution is to get organized, at least better organized anyway. Alright, so we got our nice cord. Okay, seems to be a retractable thing. Made in China. Nice quality cords though. Nice heavy duty outlet plug there. Pretty straightforward. So gotta put that up in the ceiling. 2 lag bolts, run those in through a beam. I got one right next to that outlet, so that'll be easy to spot. I mainly wanted to get this out to see how much reach I got here, because I need it somewhat close to the door. So there's one of those big bolt holes there, so I might be able to cover one up with the cord reel. Have the cord reel there. I kind of wanted it near the middle, kind of where the grinders are, depending. I mean, I could always route a words, power strip. There we go. I could always plug these two into a power strip and then have the power strip going into that, so that won't be a big deal. I don't think my box is correct. I'll have to think again here, but I don't want to really pull that down and mess with it, because you got a good amount, well, not too terrible amount of wires. Anyway, it's different. I don't want to do it. So we're going to have to go back and get appropriate things. Although I think I can still install this. If I don't fall over. Yeah, we can do that. So it'll go that way, I think. You can see they did that, and then the box isn't really secured to anything, but you know, whatever. Alright, well, I can at least get an outlet wired in. So when you do, where is it? So this has a 13 amp capacity, and the outlet I got has a 15 amp. So you want something more than what you're going to be pulling in amps, or else you're going to get hot real quick, and you don't want that. So also make sure your power's off, because getting electrocuted is not fun. Alright, I will magically, through the power of button pushing, get the outlet in. However, I won't have the correct cover for it because of the square box, when I thought I'd have to throw that one in there. But it's always good to have extra electrical things in a house. So, and if you do go, then get yourself a couple face plates just to have, because you never know of multiple variations, because you might have thought wrong. Anyway, let me get this in, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, well, as is tradition, I had to go back to Lowe's because I forgot the outlet cover, which is the only thing that attaches the outlet to the box. Anyway, there it is. And it's lovely gaped holes all around it. I will paint later, as in I will look up there once and then never look up there again. I got some hole patch, so we can patch that. I might put the lamp cord or the extension cord thingamajigger over that hole, so I can rig that up. I did get another hanger for the light because the one over the screw machine there is not good how I mounted it, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to put an outlet on that box, and then I can plug in the accessory light, which I have kind of strung over to another outlet. I can plug that in up above, and then this whole thing will live in its own electrical island all by itself. So I'm happy they still sell that by itself, because I have no idea where the one I got went for the other one. So I'm going to wire these in with a cord here, and you want to make sure that you do it correctly, and you can do wire nuts with electrical tape, or you can do these like crimp style ones, which I know a lot of guys like. I got a lot of cojones electrical nuts, so I'm just going to use those. These are the hangers for it with the chain, which I just realized I forgot to get hooks for the chain, so I can at least get this wired in and plug it in and test it, and then all I have to do is pick up some hooks, and there we go. So that is the method of our destruction for now, anyway. I might need more coffee here. Alright, let me mount our bracket here for our cord reel, and maybe we can hoist that thing up there. Alright, cord reel installed, and then I put a little clip there so it, pleases the eye as it goes up. It's got the red indicator light there, and this is hooked up to the light switch by the door, so this only turns on when that light switch is on. So there's that, and we got our light rigged up here. So we're gonna put you guys down, and then we're gonna plug it in. Look at that. Perfect. So, thanks to Bezos, I should have the hooks tomorrow. Probably tomorrow afternoon. And then I have to kind of think about where the heck I'm going to mount this thing. So, I had to put the reel to the left of the hole because that's where the beam is. So looks like I'm going to be doing some patchwork and then paint work. So I'm going to be stuck painting that because that'll probably drive me nuts. So I can either hang it back here, or I was kind of thinking in the middle-ish over where I stand for the workbench. And I did buy that light off of Amazon, and I do like it. I'm not a big fan of the big lights, but I mean, it puts out, this is the same light, puts out a heck of a lot of light. So we're just gonna have to figure that out, I suppose. So this is what I have been working on. I did have another cabinet right here, and I just had a bunch of crap in it. So Why did I put a cabinet on a giant pegboard wall? I don't know. But instead, the smarter thing, not really, but it works for me, is I put a shelf right here, and it can hold all of my things, including a fire extinguisher there. So I like this. I was watching Adrian's Digital Basement, and he kind of has the same like shelf setup over his workbench, and I thought that was what I wanted. So fun fact, the board I used is original to the house. It used to be mounted somewhere else in this garage, and then I took it down and put it away, and it's a nice board. It's got some age to it, so it doesn't look totally out of place. So that's the current setup here for 2024. I still gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna put up there. I did get socket organizers, so this is my next hurdle, is my socket hell there. And then that's usually like the style of my drawers here. It's just a giant hodgepodge of stuff. This one's better, even though it doesn't look it, but it's better. Gotta figure out where to mount my pencil sharpener. I guess mainly the drawers are just going to be overstock stuff, but see, this one, I worked on this one. See? Okay. What else here? That's pretty much it. Oh, I did. What did I do? Oh, I moved. I had a scroll saw sitting right here, and I never used it, but it's my grandpa's, and I ain't getting rid of it. So I took it down, and I'll, put it somewhere where it won't get rusty. But I moved the lathe down, and then I was able to put the drill press right at the end. And so now that gave me more room into my corner there. So now I can turn on all my lights here. So you got Aaron's, Tanaka, and Honda all in a row. Nice and cozy. And then I had to hang the fallout shelter there. And that is a legit fallout shelter sign, by the way. Property of somewhere. But it's got Department of Defense there. So that was a cool eBay find. Anyway, this little thing isn't big enough for all the power I need. This one's for the lathe, and I think I need one for this light here. So I was gonna mount up something else over there. I did get, pardon me here, I did get this thing off Amazon, but boy howdy does it feel cheap. And I was gonna put it up against the wall here, but I got my yellow jacket one there, which I like, so I decided to just keep that one there. And the other one I just showed you is probably gonna be up against the wall, maybe right there, and then I can just hit the red kill on it. I don't know where this one's gonna go, but anyway. I was also thinking of getting rid of that cabinet and that one, because this whole wall is pegboard again, and like everything in that spark plug cabinet is house stuff, so that could all go in a drawer. Which these two down here are Briggs & Stratton parts, which could easily be put into a clear tote and stuck on a shelf. So then I have 4 drawers right there that I could, put these things in, which would open that up. Things and stuff. And then I need to move that bookcase because it is getting pelted with titanium chips and oil, which is not ideal for books. Wouldn't you know it? Let's see. Machine wise, we got that light, which, as I was talking before, needs to get plugged in up there. And then the light I did mount. Apparently you're not supposed to mount it flush like that without a kit because it gets warm. So I'm gonna have to take that one off and do the outlet exchange and then do some painting over it, because you can see that's where the original was, and the ballast died in this one. I replaced it with that one. That one's ballast died like months ago, and I just haven't dealt with it. I got that little one to replace it, but it's not bright enough, but it is for the workbench. So that's what I currently have. The machine's been running fine when I have orders. It has given me a little bit of problems. It was pumping so much oil up. This chip pan wasn't letting the oil down fast enough. So I had to use this little tiny chuck I got at a thrift store forever ago to hold on to like a 50 thousandths drill, and then I had to manually just poke all the holes in the screens. There's like 4 of these screens in it, and then what do you know it, that actually let the oil drain. I have yet to get an order this year, but I might try to branch out and make another part, possibly. With this, basically is student loan payment is what this thing covers, so anything more than that is, you know, gravy until Uncle Sam gets a hold of it, I guess. So I did get a heater. It's a little propane guy off Amazon. He works really good. It still has, I haven't burned through a whole thing of propane, and I only got it on the low setting, and it keeps me warm. But yeah, I think that's all I got here. I think, I mean, I know it looks messy, but it's cleaner than it has been. At least just that corner is a heck of a lot cleaner. And then we're going to try to, you know, move the cleanliness down with everything else. If you're curious about that light there, this one's at Lowe's. I think it was like 20 bucks. It's a pretty nice light. It's not, you know, waterproof, but, you know, it's pretty nice. Shoot. Alright, machine update. That'll keep people happy. Okay, so when I run the machine, I need air, so I have that little tiny air compressor, and holy crap, is that thing loud. So I've been keeping an eye for a compressor, preferably a 120 volt one, but if the right one comes along, I guess I'll have to figure something out. I hate the belt drive compressors. They are just stupid loud for what they do. I like I know Lowe's makes one and Harbor Freight makes one too. So then the air compressor could sit right there. But anyway, those are, you know, dreams and things. Alright. Oh, I did pick up an anti-fatigue mat at Lowe's, which I was going to put down here. I had a bunch of these squares from Harbor Freight, and then I don't weld on these. I welded on them, and then it just burned holes in all of it, so don't do what I did. And then I did pick up this bench grinder off of Marketplace, and it is I got it because it's a Craftsman commercial 1/2 horsepower bench grinder, and it came with all the goodies, including the drip tray here. It's messy because it's got a bunch of drywall on it. But it came with this funky, it's like a screwdriver sharpener slash pruner sharpener. You clamp into it and then it just kind of moves back and forth, and then this adjustment screw pushes it further into the wheel. Came with that. It came with all the original things. It was the guy's grandpa's, I think, or his dad's. But it came on the original stand, and the thing is stinking nice. So we got that one, which replaces the Milwaukee, that big hunkin' beast down there. And then we got the old other Craftsman here, which is, I think, a third. Yeah, it's a 3rd horsepower. So that one, I gotta figure out what I want to do with my grinding wheels. I do use a wire wheel a lot, so one of these is gonna have to get the wire wheeled, and I might keep it like this and then bolt it to the ground. The one on this stand is actually pretty darn sturdy, but this one's a little rocky, mainly because my floor is not level at all. So you can definitely tell this one's in good shape. Oh, let's see if we can do this one-handed. Oh, we can. Haha. All right. So it's a super nice machine. Instant kicks up, and then it takes forever to spin back down. So that is one of the reasons I wanted the cord here, so it'll feed this one and that one. And I don't know if I'm going to keep them in this configuration, because then you take the stool away there, then you have a walking path, to get around. And then if you're, working on something and you need it wire wheeled, bam, right there. So that might be what I do. This is kind of I don't really know how to use it, and I think I've seen online ways of how to use it. If I do use it, it's going to be very rare, so I'm going to take it off and then just put a regular grinder wheel on it. The one that it came with is pretty bad. It did come with extra wheels. It came with extra wheels, however, that one's really crappy. And then it has, I think it's got like oil seeped into it, so I don't think that one's good anymore. It came with one right here. I mean, look at that sticker. Man, I missed that. So that's a nice wheel. And I think this is my wheel. And then this one came with it too. So that's a nice wheel right there. That's a 60 grit. And then the I think the other crappy one is a 60 grit too. .36 grit, even coarser. So it did come with the drill sharpener. I do have one, but I have no idea how the heck they mounted it to it. It has, that's the tool rest there for one of them. And it's got these random pot metal brackets with it that I guess, assemble into something. I'm not sure what. I haven't seen a picture yet of them. But that is what they are. This is the drill You have to like mount it to the side of it. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Or if you have like a big plate thing, I don't know. Anyway, I think that is the shop update for now. I will bring you guys along when I get that rigged up, and then I'll bring you along to get that one also, because that machine in the way is not going to be easy for sure. And then oh, for you ratchet fanatics, I think I got this thing from an estate sale, and these are S&K tools. This is what started the whole cleaning process, is because this set used to be complete when I got it. So I have found darn near everything. I know the screwdriver handle is around here somewhere. One of these sockets is up in the attic somewhere, so I know it's, you know, a lost cause. But I had to take apart this ratchet and lube it, and that's kind of what kick-started this whole thing. So anyway, all right, I think that's it for now. Enough rambling. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.